Alright, part one. The way I'm going to do this story is I'm going to take you right back to the beginning, and I'm going to tell it in the timeline of how it unfolded and how it happened for me. So we're going to go right back to the start. If you're like me and you're impatient, just do that. Like, you know how you can click the playback speed and like double it? Just do that so that I speak really fast and you can get through the video as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and keep it short, but it's very hard because there's so much to the story and it's all very important, and I want you to get the full experience, you know what I mean? Okay, so I met him on a dating app at the end of 2023. I was only on the dating app for like a week and a half, but I was actively dating. I was looking for somebody to settle down with and start my life with and build a future and build a family and all the rest of it. So yeah, I met him as Marcus. He told me his name was Marcus. His name obviously is not Marcus. He has many names actually: Paul, Paulie, D'Artagnan, Sam, Ryan, Docs, Antonio. Like, he went by many names. Marcus is what I knew him as. He told me he was 32 years old and that he was a civil engineer in Dubai, that he had returned to Australia for the Christmas holidays and was returning to Dubai in February of 2024. And I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, I thought that was the truth. I was like, yeah, that's cool, like, awesome. He was very knowledgeable about civil engineering, which he studied when he was in the military. So he told me he was in the Australian Defence Force, went in the Australian Defence Force when he was 18 years old, was shipped off by his parents, Latoya and Henrik Bennett, also not real people, with his 4 brothers. So he told me he had 4 older brothers named Sam, Henrik, Edgar and Paul, all of which are not real people. And you know, it was believable because he had photos in his military uniform, which I later found out were just costumes that he had hired and that he had put on and posed in, and he had stories of his life in the military. Like, he knew he was studying to be a pilot, so he was in the Air Force, Australian Air Force apparently. But he had stories, you know, about his time there and about his job in Dubai. So I had no reason to think that he was lying about all of this. Yeah, he told me his parents were Latoya and Henrik Bennett, that they lived in Sanford. And yeah, we started dating. Like, I wasn't super interested in him at the start. He wasn't really the type of guy I would usually go for. I've never dated an Islander guy before. I never go for them. I stay away from them because I grew up around them. I don't know, they're just not the kind of guy I would usually go for. So it wasn't until we went on a few dates and that we had a conversation around like emotional mental maturity, and I am like a deep and meaningful kind of person. I am not for small talk. I like deep and meaningful stuff. So when we connected on that level and we shared, you know, what our expectations are in a relationship and what failed in past relationships that we did, and when we connected on that level, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, it seems like a very genuine connection. I don't know where to go from here. Hang on.